turns out that he was writing to his then girlfriend, this is, back in the younger years, about how he had repeated fantasies of having sex with men.
And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama.
We do begin with the headline that broke this afternoon. We learned Joan Rivers, a queen of comedy, has died at the age of 81.
Barack Obama's old letter recently resurfaced where he admitted to having gay fantasies, and this led fans to reignite the conversation about the mysterious death of comedy legend Joan Rivers. Just weeks before she died, Joan publicly claimed that Obama was gay and that his wife Michelle was transgender. And though the media at the time didn't take Joan's comments seriously, a lot of people are now saying Joan was telling the truth. And some are even wondering if Joan was eliminated for spilling Obama's secrets. So what really happened to Joan Rivers? She actually taken out for exposing Obama. Let's break it down.
Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Joan Rivers' death is once again a trending topic on social media. And it's all because of an old letter that Barack Obama said to his then girlfriend, in which he admitted to having fantasies about sleeping with men. The letter resurfaced after Obama biographer David Guerra gave a bombshell interview revealing never before heard details about Obama's personal life. Guerra, who's a Pulitzer Prize-winning historian, recently gave an interview for Tablet magazine and revealed he interviewed over 1,000 people for his biography of Obama, including Obama's ex-girlfriends Sheila Mayoshi Jagger and Alex McNair. Guerra told Tablet that when Alex showed him the letters she received from Obama, she redacted one paragraph in one of them and just said it's about homosexuality. However, Guerra eventually managed to get the full version of the letters from Emory University, and here's exactly what Obama, who was 21 at the time, wrote to Alex in November 1982. In regard to homosexuality, I must say that I believe this is to remove oneself from the present, a refusal perhaps to perpetuate the endless farce of earthly life. Obama wrote, "You see, I make love to men daily, but in the imagination, my mind is androgynous to a great extent." Obama continues, "And I hope to make it more so until I can think in terms of people, not women as opposed to men. But in returning to the body, I see that I have been made a man, and physically in life, I choose to accept that contingency." After the letter went viral on social media, fans had a lot to say, with many of them pointing out that Joan Rivers publicly claimed Obama was gay shortly before she died. On June 30th, 2014, reporters caught up with Joan at a bookstore in New York City, where she was officiating a gay wedding between two of her fans, and when one reporter asked Joan if she thinks the U.S. will ever have a gay president, she said this.
And do you think that the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
But that's not all, Joan said. Moments later, she turned around and told the reporter that Michelle Obama is transgender.
Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
But since Joan was known for her outrageous humor, everyone thought she was just joking about Obama and Michelle. However, just a little over a month after Joan made these comments, she died suddenly, after experiencing complications while undergoing a minor throat procedure at a clinic in Manhattan. Joan reportedly stopped breathing during the procedure and was resuscitated an hour later before being transferred to Mount Sinai Hospital and put on life support. She died on September 4th at Mount Sinai, never having awakened from a medically induced coma. The authorities later launched an investigation, and federal officials confirmed that the clinic made a number of mistakes, both before and during the procedure. The doctors apparently failed to respond to Joan's deteriorating vital signs, including a severe drop in her blood pressure, and they possibly administered an incorrect anesthetic dosage. According to the investigation records, the clinic failed to record Joan's weight before sedating her, perform procedures to which she did not consent, and even allowed a staff member to photograph Joan while she was under anesthesia. Joan's daughter, Melissa, later said she was outraged by the mistakes made by the clinic, and it simply made no sense that they would mess up that badly during what was scheduled to be a minor and uncomplicated procedure. What's also really strange is that the official investigation produced conflicting reports about what exactly happened after Joan's vital signs started to deteriorate around 9 a.m. on August 28th. According to documents obtained by The Guardian, over the course of 14 minutes, Joan's blood pressure dropped, and her blood oxygen saturation level was at 3% below the low end of normal. 4 minutes later, Joan had no pulse, but what happened next is entirely unclear. According to The Guardian records, conflict about whether physicians attempted to revive Joan about 2 minutes later at 9:28 a.m., or whether it took another 10 minutes to give Joan drugs meant to treat cardiac arrest. One report stated that the physicians started chest compressions at 9:28 a.m. and gave Joan the necessary drugs at the time. However, a second report claimed that Joan was given those same medications at 9:38 a.m., a full 10 minutes after she went into cardiac arrest. There were also conflicting reports of how much of the powerful sedative propofol Joan received, the same sedative that killed Michael Jackson. One record said Joan received a 300 milligram dose of propofol. However, a staff member at the clinic told the investigators that Joan was given a 120 milligram dose. So as you can see, there are a lot of things about Joan's death that simply don't add up, and there's been a lot of speculation over the years that someone powerful got Joan taken out because she wasn't afraid to speak her mind, and she'd often use controversial jokes to expose the real truth about the rich and powerful. And since Joan died just weeks after she publicly claimed that Barack Obama was gay and that Michelle was transgender, it didn't take long before theories appeared online that Joan was eliminated for spilling the beans on the Obamas. What made the whole story even more disturbing is that back in 2011, another person who alleged that Obama was gay reportedly died under suspicious circumstances. A man by the name of Larry Sinclair had written a book called Barack Obama and Larry Sinclair, Banes, Slides, and Murder, claiming that he and Obama had a drug-fueled affair back when Obama was living in Illinois. Sinclair also alleged in his book that Obama and Chicago pastor Jeremiah Wright were involved in the murder of Obama's rumored former lover, choir master Donald Young, and then 2 years after his book came out, Larry Sinclair died after being mowed down in a hit-and-run. So now that Obama's letter to his ex-girlfriend resurfaced, in which he admitted to fantasizing about sleeping with men, fans on social media are once again discussing Joan Rivers and her mysterious death, with many of them claiming she was eliminated for exposing the Obamas. One Twitter user said, "If Obama is really gay, then the Joan Rivers murder needs to be reopened." And another person added, "People make this joke about Joan Rivers until you read her death report and realize she absolutely was murdered. It's the scariest thing I have ever read." But let's hear your thoughts on all this. Do you think Joan Rivers was eliminated for saying too much about Obama? Comment below and let us know, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.